This week, Chloe has a huge argument over Vimto. David threatens violence towards a baby, and I have a full blonde moment.
Hey, you're ginger. Don't take that away.
Strawberry blonde?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a little
So
bit.
let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is just another trucking podcast. I am your host, Tom, and tonight we're having technical issues. So we have had so many fucking technical difficulties.
You could have just not told anyone and swept it under the carpet.
Because people will understand that there is an energy today where we have a really.
We've been doing this for an hour and 15 already. You do realise, literally.
We really
We've
have
not even started.
We have just very quickly. I just want to say to all the Patreons before I introduce all the guests that it is all your fault. All of the Patreons that give us money tonight, the stress that you have caused us, it was your fucking fault. You are the problem here. You gave us money. And you gave us money, which meant that we could go and buy some beautiful, beautiful microphones. That's going to solve all sorts of issues. Me and David got some new microphones. Obviously, Chloe always sounds fantastic, so we don't need to get her a new microphone. We will in the future, but right now, David and me, we're always the problem. The only problem that Chloe has is that he edits it out, but she continually farts throughout, and David has to edit all of that out.
It's just extra annoying when she's talking and farting at the same time. It's a little harder to edit that out.
Have you noticed? No one's ever noticed though. So David's skill there. It's
sometimes
very good.
if Chloe's audio sounds a bit weird and sounds like very edited, it's because she just farted through that entire sentence. Right. This is the energy we're bringing all evening.
But so those wonderful microphones that we bought from our wonderful Patreons who were giving we were using them, but they weren't working. Mine was working fantastic at one point, and then
it wasn't working.
Then it just stopped working, and then Tom's wasn't working.
Meanwhile, poor Chloe is sat here just going, "Look, my old microphones work just fine." And eventually, David looks at me and goes, "No, enough is enough."
I just started disconnecting my microphone, and Tom knew exactly what was going on. I'm like, "Okay, there we go."
David had a quit rage, is what David had. Yeah. He literally, his mic was on silent, and he just raged.
We will go move to the new equipment that our beautiful patrons have paid, but know that the money that you've given us has caused an amount of stress and anxiety this evening.
Can I just add? I think it was worth it. I enjoyed it.
It was worth every penny.
Worth it for me.
We might upload some of the stress and the hassle and the anger to the Patreon. So those people who weren't here to see how annoyed me and Dave were actually getting, you can go and see that if you want to. Yeah, can we do that, David?
Yeah, sure.
I think we've got enough clips out of it we can add together. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Fuck, I was so angry. I was so. And the thing was, I tested this microphone and I was like, oh yeah, it's working. Look, the bars are moving when I talk. That means it's working just fine. Didn't think, oh, maybe I should test the quality of it and see if I don't sound like I'm in a tin shed while being muffled. And
that's very specific.
Also, as well, we should be having a guest on at some point. Jammer, we're just rolling at the moment.
We are winging it.
We decided not to wait for him.
He's going to join us. Maybe we've gone into full Helldivers mode, and it is no. You're getting left behind. You're too far behind now. That's it. You're getting left behind. We're gonna go and kill some more things. Also, by the way,
but they had a bunch of samples that they needed to.
Yeah, I know, right? I killed a bile titan today.
Which one's that?
What?
By myself.
Oh, on game.
It's the massive ones, the huge. No one else.
How did you do that?
Literally This is a podcast for me and David.
I was going to say, how did you do it? Sat there going, how? Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm like, what? Like,
you know them the missiles and shit that I put like the sentries.
Yeah.
I put 2 of them down, and I was just going at it with my autocannon, and I got a little achievement in the right hand side, defeated Bile Titan. I was like, fuck yes!
Nice one.
And at that point there, I know it's a game, but I I was God right at that point in time. I was fucking amazing.
Anyway,
like,
did you pictures and video pictures? Nothing.
no, I didn't need to.
Didn't happen.
Sometimes when you're that good, you just know it. You don't need to have evidence that you are that good.
Yeah.
But anyways, hello, David. How are we doing?
Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. How are you?
No, not great.
No,
it's
I wish that wasn't an automatic answer. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. How are you? I think you already told us how you are.
I do,
but it's just an.
I do like it. Do you like it when you go into a yard and you say, "How are you doing today?" And the guy goes, "Shit," and you're like, honestly, I know you're giving me a negative response, but I admire how honest you're being with me right now.
Yeah, but how'd you come back from that? You just kind of go,
oh,
all right.
Well, that's too
Brilliant.
bad. Like, should you
Oh,
further
I'm having a
that?
great day.
That's usually what I say. Hello, Chloe, as well.
Hello. You all right?
Wow.
See,
Considering that
I
you
already
were the
asked that
least
question, Chloe.
stress-
All right, don't have to ask
Yeah.
him again. This is
Yeah.
Hello,
Fucking
Thomas.
fucking wind your necking, Chloe. Fucking hell.
Whatever. Just because my mic's better than yours.
I mean, technically, we have the same.
yeah. We all have the
microphone
same
right now.
microphone right now.
Yeah, you had to default back to the good one.
Can I tell you something really stupid I did this week? I have told David.
Always, please do.
It was that stupid. I had to tell David.
Why didn't you tell me
he
yet?
didn't- I don't know. I
You
just
weren't hell
didn't.
diving.
I just felt like no.
Oh, right, okay. This special game club thing. Yeah, come on.
So there's where we're having to kind of like go and tip. It's like there's a lot of like potholes, and you've got
This
to
is your
kind
new
of
job, isn't it?
concentrate. This is a new job, yeah. So you've
Triple
got to kind of
wanker,
like concentrate, trying to like reverse down this little lane.
Yeah.
And as I'm reversing, I've got like the beep beep and all of that sort of thing. But do you know when you're reversing and like you've got your music on or a podcast on,
Right.
and you need to turn it down to concentrate?
Concentrate on, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See that part, David. Have you done this part?
No, I decided. I figured out that I'm not as dumb as you.
Also, Tom, didn't you say the other week that you like listening to stuff to reverse?
Hear
and
him. No.
maneuver?
No. But
Hear what he has to
this is
say.
more complicated. This
Right,
is more
okay.
complicated. So I was
Okay,
having to
come
kind
on
of like, so I just want to turn the volume down, and so I'm turning the volume down, and I'm like, it's not fucking going down. Why is it not going down? I need the volume down so I can concentrate.
Right.
And then I realised the only thing that's playing is like real life audio of actual like the truck and the engine. And I'm like,
I thought it was the thoughts in your head.
I'm
You were trying to turn down the thoughts in your head.
No. I'm trying to turn down the actual truck. I'm trying to turn down the volume of life. Is what I was trying to do, and it wasn't working. And there was a moment where I got a bit annoyed that life wasn't turning down when I pressed the button on the daft steering wheel. It just wasn't going down. That's fucking why not?
I mean, was the DAF going ding, 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 ding? That
Fucking,
bollocks noise.
you know it does. Like this week, the fucking seatbelt on. So you're having to use a different truck. So I'm using a kind of like reserve truck.
Right, the backup.
Because it is very much the backup truck, and it's the one no one wants to use, but
yeah,
I'm using
everyone's got those. Yeah.
But the seatbelt doesn't detect that it's in. But then for a second, it does detect. So as you're going along the road, and I sent David a message, and I think you probably heard the ding, 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 fucking,
Just
and then
constantly.
There's a hill as well where I get a full stop alert, as in like like the full fucking like dashboard flashing up stop, and it is at the exact moment. Every single time, consistently.
What, on the road?
Yeah, it's something. Apparently, it's something to do with the injector, or one of the injectors. It's still okay, and they've got the replacement for it. It just needs bringing into the workshop and having this thing. But the DAF thinks that there's a problem with the injectors, and it sets the stop, do not move this truck alarm.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it does it. So if you're on the phone, all you can hear is that fucking daft.
Yeah.
It's fucking
the good old noise. I don't think the Volvo noise is much better because I've got the newer lorry, and you've got your seatbelt thing on your driver's side, haven't you? Well, on the new lorries, they've got it on the passenger side, and of course Logan's got a car seat in the passenger side. So the moment he's gone to school and I forget to clip it in, You'll be driving down the dual carriageway or something, and then all of a sudden you'll hit a bump, and you'll just get the meh 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 noise that you've got no bloody seatbelt on. So you're like, well, I can't do anything about it now. You're just gonna have to sit and bear with it, or look for the next pothole and hope that you hit the pothole at the right angle, that it will bounce out and move back into position so you don't get the noise again.
Wait, so I say it's just because it just
Because-
rest on the sensor or something?
Yeah, because it's obviously like heavy enough
So
that
it thinks there's a
it
person in the
bounces.
seat.
Yeah, and it rests on the sensor and it thinks there's a person there. And then of course you find another bump and then it bounces out again and you're fine again. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, but I think if that happened at night and like you were in the dark cab and you couldn't see who was next to you and it suddenly said there was someone in the
don't say
passenger seat,
that.
that'd be creepy.
Yeah, but you'd
Wouldn't
know there's a
it?
car seat. Although if you were sat there driving along and it started doing it and you got no car seat, then that would be a ghost.
Yeah, see? It's like
That
a
would be
ghost
creepy.
story. How
It's
cool
like
is
the
that?
the Teslas where they've got the camera system, aren't they, where they would predict stuff and they pick up ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
I've not seen. Have you seen that classic TikTok where he's showing off how it all works, and he looks down. It's obviously switched. He's managed to do a switch to a different screen.
No, he doesn't. That was a real
Right.
ghost,
And
dude.
then the woman gets knocked over by a truck.
Oh,
on the
shit.
screen. Have you seen that?
I have.
It doesn't
No.
actually
I do
happen.
remember,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really good.
That is
No,
funny.
not seen that one. I've seen it where it's trying to detect what a vehicle is. I can't remember. It's like a horse and cart, and it's like can't figure it out. And 1 minute it's a truck, and then it's like a semi truck facing the wrong way, and then like the car, and then it's a bus, and then it's like a little dog,
I
and
think I
then
might
it
have
just
seen that. Yeah.
it keeps glitching to all these weird things, and you just can't figure out what the fuck it is.
Remember, folks. Remember that this autopilot thing is definitely going to take your job at some point. But looking at
You're
what's
still gonna
going
have
on,
crashes.
we're going to be. I think
People-
we're going to be okay with our jobs for quite a while.
Yeah, I think people are still more comfortable with a really shitty driver that's a human being. Isn't that than a computer?
It is.
Isn't that so?
Well,
Seeing some of the drivers, some of the RDCs, and you see some of these drivers, and you're looking at it. How did you get a license, my friend? I'm not being mean, but how did you get a license? I think someone bribed someone.
Now you guys have to pass a physical, don't you?
Well, you do a tick box thing when you see
you
a
don't.
doctor.
Oh,
Yeah,
for real?
100%.
Oh, yeah. No, we actually have a
It's
medical card.
such a-
We actually got to go to a doctor, and they give us an actual DOT physical. So making
Yeah,
sure that we can.
Yeah, but that's what
we went to
gotta
go see a
do.
doctor, but I don't think it's a
He
particular.
just kind of he literally asks you, "Have you got any heart problems? Have you got any?" Like, he literally asks you, and you
Yeah.
say, "No, no, no." Tick the box.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you, but
yeah.
you
And
got
then he
your.
like gets you to stand up, and he goes, "Can you read that?" Yeah,
He
and then
didn't
you
even-
read it out, and then that's
He
it.
didn't even wait for me to respond. I distinctly remember that he would ask me, "Do I have this? Do I have that?" And I would say no, but he's already ticked no. Like he's
Now, when
not-
they
he's
ask
not
you
listened
if
to
you
what
can
I'm saying.
read that over there, do you just say yes, or do you actually read what's on the chart?
No,
You meant to
but I-
read it, but
Can you
I'm
read
pretty
that?
sure
Yep.
some of them say yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
I want to
bosses
do
are
that next
supposed
time,
to
by the way. The next time somebody asks me,
your bosses
"Can
are
you read
supposed
that?"
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, they're supposed to actually do it. But I remember when I was at Travis Perkins, he led me outside and he goes, because you have to read a license plate at a certain distance.
yeah.
And he goes, right, can you read that license plate? And I was like, Tony, this is my truck. I know my license plate. I don't need to read it.
Yeah, but can you
I get
read
what
it?
you're doing here, but should we not be doing it on a vehicle I don't know the registration?
But are they meant to be? Because if the police stop you nowadays, isn't it? If you they ask you to try and read a number plate and you can't read it, that's a fine on the stop. Like on the spot, isn't it? Or your driving license away, isn't it? From what I understand,
Wow.
they'll just take it off you.
There's been a few times I forgot my glasses when I was taking the kids to school.
David.
But it's like all of a sudden, like I'm catching myself. Oh fuck! Like I'm squinting or whatever, right? Not realizing because I know for the first part of the day I don't wear my glasses, But whoops.
Why? Because they're like warmed up or something.
No, it's just that I don't feel like I feel like I need my glasses
Get to
more.
the end of the day and they're just kind of like
I
deteriorating.
feel like when I do once I start
do you
wearing my
look like
glasses
without
and then take
glasses?
what?
Yeah, what do
Take
you
your
look
glasses
like?
out. I've never seen you without glasses. My God, take your glasses off.
You always wear glasses.
They're still in their pair.
Oh, I don't
Oh
like
my god,
it.
Superman.
Yeah.
It does look
I'm
different.
gonna be honest with you, I don't like you without glasses. That's really
No,
weird.
it's like a signature
Insulting.
look, isn't it? The beard and glasses.
Yeah,
and
can you
it's-
imagine if I came on wearing a hat and no glasses and I shave my beard? You wouldn't. There's not a hope in hell you'd recognize me.
Honestly, I
I-
would not like it if you shave your beard.
No,
I wouldn't either.
Don't ever do
I've
that.
I've gained last time I had somewhat clean shaven ish, where it might have been stubble or whatever. I was 30 pound lighter, so I don't want to see what my face looks like as a fat bastard like this. So
You've
you
got
know,
an app for that. You can find out. It's fine.
I know, right?
you know that Chris has shaved his beard off.
No,
Yeah.
he was getting a full on.
Oh, he had like a
nest
proper.
going on.
He had like a proper beard. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly, it crushed my soul a little bit. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I kind of got used to
Okay.
Chris with a beard.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it.
Like when people get beards, you just kind of like it just suits you, and then like when you get rid of it, oh, I hit the microphone. When you get rid of it, like oh, fucking hell, I can't speak.
Just take
When
your
you
fucking anger out on it. Why not?
when
Fuck
you
you,
get
shit.
when you get rid of it, it just doesn't look right. It just does not look right. You just
No.
end up
I
looking
had,
like a condom or something.
I had long hair all the way down to my shoulders, but it was out. It was fuzzy. It was really fuzzy when it dried, and but it was just that's why in high school or whatever you want to call it, secondary school.
Wait, so you used to look like Jesus?
Yeah. I think I had a goatee. I might have had a goatee as well. I had facial hair since I was like 15, but I had the
Goatee.
puffy hair and everything. But that was just my look now. You know what I mean? As in like, but I had to shave it. I had to cut it. I can't remember why I had to cut it. I think I had to cut it for the FCA, which is like basically the reserved army or something. They didn't want you having long hair, and it was very embarrassing. I was like, once I had it cut off, I was so scared to walk anywhere. Like, cause I was doing we were doing our tests,
Like a comfort
our
blanket.
leaving certificate, our leaving cert tests for secondary school, and like, I know, I just feel like all the eyes were on me. Everyone was looking at me, and people just like, oh, he cut his hair, yeah, whatever. But in my head, it was a huge deal, because this is like all of a sudden I have my head's a lot lighter, a lot more colder, and it was just extreme. Like same thing when I shave my beard, just wow.
It was only 2 years ago that when I realized what haircut I wanted to have, and I was like, this is my haircut now. This is my identity. And it was watching Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And basically, Captain Pike has got like this very, very, like basically what I've got, where it's like, it's grown out a little bit now. When it's
Like
showing
short
us, I
back
don't
and
know.
sides.
But it's basically, no, but it's like super short. So I have
Right.
like a number one, like it's like so short all the way up. And then just to kind of have it like messy on the top. And then up until that point, I kind of didn't really I'd never liked a haircut. That was the first time I was like, I like this haircut. This is a haircut I can be down with now.
Yeah, now you got all like styled, and you got like a beard stylage going on. You got like
I know,
little
like,
horns going on and all sorts there on your beard.
I know it's not supposed to. It's just because it's looking bushier. It needs like to go through a thing. But what I need to do is I'm trying to kind of grow the sides out so they're kind of like so I can kind of
Fill the gap.
Yeah, once these bits actually come down to the bit, and I can actually kind of like do something.
Why are we
with
getting
this.
obsessed with beards, by the way?
I don't know. Why the fuck not?
How
But
has this come from beards?
I think it was. I used to have a goatee, and fuck me, what an absolute prick I must have been.
Oh,
the
yeah.
idea
I
of
look
me
back
with a
in my
fucking
goatee times as well, and I was like, oh, you douchebag.
I think I really like because I don't know when it was, but I once had someone walk up to me in the middle of Lancaster and just punch me in the face and then just walk off.
You did
No,
not.
you
And-
didn't.
Genuinely, this is a true
What?
fact.
When
This
you
is
had
not
a
even truthful.
goatee?
I don't know, but no, I don't know if it was when I had a goatee, but in my head, I like to think it was when I had my goatee, and that way, it's justified because I
What?
probably deserved it when I had.
What
a
did you
goatee.
do when he punched you?
He just walked up to me and punched me and walked off again. It was like I was walking around on a Friday night, and I think I was going somewhere, and I was in the middle of Lancaster, and obviously it's like people were kind of getting drunk, and I'm 6'10", So obviously he can look really good in front of his mates by punching out some nearly 7 foot guy. Even though never been in a fight before, not something I want to do. Like I couldn't afford, even if he kind of came up to me and like fisticuffs, sir. I don't think I could have done that.
I challenge you to a duel. And what did you do? You just go like, okay, whatever.
What do you mean? I hit the deck, and then I was like, I'm calling the police. And then the police.
Right.
Oh no, he came up and twatted me, and then the police came, and then I think they might have found him, but nothing ever happened. Beyond that.
God.
Oh wow, okay.
It was seen on CCTV and shit like that. It was like I got assaulted.
And you didn't press charges?
No, I don't know why.
Was this in Lancaster?
It was, yeah.
Lancaster bomber.
Yeah. Well, Jammer's arrived, by the way. Hello, Jammer. You've not missed
I also
much.
had problems. I tried to go upstairs and I'm connect.
He's had a lot of... So, I don't know what part David's going to cut in on this, but Jammer had to go, and it was awkward as well.
Because there was a
we love
delay.
you, but there's such a delay. Honestly, why did we agree to have someone extra on when we knew how this evening's been going? Like, technology in us this evening has not been our jam.
It has not failed us though, because I have laughed so much about it. It's hilarious.
That's great, because me and fucking David had a full head of hair. You heard him before. He's had a head of hair down to his fucking shoulders. Another 20 minutes and his beard had been gone as well.
Oh yeah, we don't want to risk the beard. You'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, I'd love to get rid of my beard. I really would. My kid. Remember how I say that sometimes I want to throw my baby against the wall? I haven't done it, and I won't do it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that the thoughts aren't in my head.
I like that David has to clarify that.
Well, I do not remember
I wasn't
this.
planning to do it, and I'm, so I've not done it yet, and I'm not going to either.
Just to clarify.
Just doesn't mean that
But
the
I want
thoughts
to.
aren't there. All right.
It is one of those things, isn't it? You get impulsive thoughts. Like, I was eating a cake the other day and one of the drivers walked in and I just really wanted to stuff it in his face. And I did.
Yeah.
And it was great.
You did stuff it
Well,
in
you
his face.
Yeah, I did. It was great.
Good on you.
It was just great. I don't know why. And it was just like cake in the face and mouth. And it was just...
So you picked up the cake.
Pure shock.
And you
It
just...
wasn't like a little cake. It was like a little cake, like a little sponge cake thing.
Uh-huh.
And I'd already eaten one. And
you knew this guy, yeah?
Oh yeah, I knew it.
Okay,
yeah,
just
I knew
wanted
the
to make
driver.
sure.
It's fine. He just walked in, and I really wanted to just put the cake in his face and his mouth.
She did.
And I just did it.
Do you do this a lot? Every time you want to do something, you just do it? It's very impressive.
How bad would you have felt if he then
recently
turned
I have.
round and then said, I have severe allergies to everything in that?
I know him already. He sits and eats McDonald's and all sorts of shit. He's fine. He can tolerate it. It's fine. But yeah, it was great. I've just started living life by certain impulses and just little ones like that. I'm like, fuck it.
Did you ever see the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey?
I think so.
Think so.
So I thought that was a very good movie, and so I actually kind of started doing that. I would just say yes because I was a very big no person before. I wouldn't do anything, and so it was just like I just said, like, okay, let's try it out. Let's just next time somebody asks me to do something, I don't hesitate. I just say yes, and I do it. And it was actually I did a few stuff. I ended up going skydiving and surfing.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
skydiving.
Yeah, somebody asked me if
That
I wanted to go
sounds
skydiving.
horrifying.
Yeah, let's do it. And I didn't question the money factor of it, the time off. I just requested the time off, and it was just I just did it because I'm just such a I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a boring person. I'm very tactical. I'm very like well, hold on. Okay, this is going to do this. I try not to be too much in debt either. But yeah, no, it was some other stuff
skydiving
too.
all the time,
Should
I
I tell
do.
you something really bad?
No,
Yes. Yes, man. Yes.
no, don't. Whatever it is, don't.
You meant to be saying yes.
So my new job.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I didn't know what the
mentioned it,
I
yeah.
didn't know what the pay was when I agreed to it.
Oh, are you regretting that
Oh
asking now?
no! Right.
Is it a volunteer position?
Could you imagine? No, it is
Not great.
significantly higher than I.
Oh.
Significantly higher than I could possibly have imagined. To the point where to the point where I had to just to double check the pay was correct.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. I had to like it was like there was something called a perf bonus, which is a performance bonus. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about like the fact that it's time and a half after 39 hours. And it's like,
Well, that's a good thing. There's less chance of you quitting that job now because of that. You know what I mean? They're probably hold on to their employees a lot more because of that as well.
I genuinely feel like valued.
Is there a lot of employees there? Is there lots of people there?
There's a fair few of them, but they don't like. You speak to a lot of them, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been here for like 20 years. I've been here for 30 years. So it's like a proper dead man's, and you can see why. Like he's kept his thing, and there's a lot of Raymond Lawson's there as well. Fuck, there's a lot
people
of
you already know.
There. No, from before when I started, but
right.
yeah, it's a.
Oh wow, that's good though. So it's good pay, and people are stuck around for a while. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it is good.
There's a Costco. I delivered to Costco to like so many different Costco's, but they all wear a name badge, and at the very bottom of their name badge, it actually says the year that they started. And there is a
really,
yeah, and some people are there like 25 years, 30 years, and like I want my kids to work for this company. I really do. My older boys who are still struggling with what they want to do in life and all that. But I really, and like, just get a job there. Just trust me. You'll start off at a shitty, pushing carts around, but whatever. You know what I mean? There's good community there. But you do have to get up at like 3:00 in the morning, and sometimes, but sometimes not. Sometimes you start work at bloody 12 in the afternoon. But I don't know. I just it's just that seeing all those people that have been staying there for years, it says something about the company. It's you know what I mean. It just does. That people, it pays well enough, enough.
Yeah, and
people can actually have a career out of it. Like there's not a lot of places that can say that when you're working for customer service or in a customer service position or retail or whatever it is. Usually they try to pay you as little as possible, and there's just so much room for improvement. There's so much areas too you can work where you're not working the same job all the time.
So a lot of the supermarkets here, they're all like in like a heavy competing thing where they're kind of putting a lot of their wages up quite significantly, actually. Like that, so they're all
they've had to with the minimum wage anyway, haven't they?
But... No, but they're putting they're kind of going above that.
Really?
Yeah. I think Marks and Spencer's one of the first ones to kind of set it, but like they're all kind of like and I think it's because. With the minimum wage rise, I think they've had to kind of compete a little bit,
right?
Because
everyone's kind of on the same level.
Yeah. It's so, and I think that they're kind of worried about losing people. But realistically, it's all these like 16-hour contracts. That nowhere offers
no full time in that sort of retail. No,
like my missus, she was explaining to me. Because be honest with you, this was something. This is the first time that I heard, and she might have explained it wrong to me, but so her actual contract is only 24 hours, so she does it more than that, like a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But when we went on holiday, like for the week, she was only able to get.
She'll only get the
24 hours
contracted
of holidays for the week, not for the full week. So even though she's working, say for instance, 40 hours, she can only get for the holiday 24, which is fucking ridiculous. And it's not just it's everyone in there where they're doing like 16 hours, and it's just fucking it's fucking disgraceful, really. Because especially when the government, all they talk about is like, we need to get people in jobs, we need to get people working, stuff like that. They give people the fucking opportunity to do it. Don't just fucking sit there when you're letting place like fucking E.G. Asda and Morrison's. I will say Morrison's is one of the fucking worst ones for it. They're disgraceful. They are fucking disgraceful. And the fact that the government is allowing that, like, help people get into full-time fucking work. Give them a fucking like a fighting chance.
Yeah.
It's just fucking. I don't know. It really. It ticks me off. Like, especially when they sit
can
there,
tell.
like during. But when they sit there and like it's coming up for elections, isn't it? And they sit there and they talk about like how they need to get people into work and stuff like that. Then fucking do something.
I think they need to bring in mandatory voluntary work to get people working.
Mandatory
You're talking
voluntary
about
work.
conscription. I believe that's called conscription.
Well, no, you know, like people that don't work because they just can't be bothered. Give them like minimum 16 hours they've got to work to earn their money that they're getting paid weekly.
It is.
And then they get on the mode of working, and then they go, okay, now I want to go and earn a proper living with a proper job. If I've got to do this, I may as well earn it. Get me?
Yeah, there is a kind of like it is quite hard to treat because they've been kind of like doing all the stuff with the benefits, and I don't know what your benefit your opinions on this, David, but like they've been kind of like they've been fucking with all the benefit stuff, and like it's getting lower and lower and lower, and it's no longer livable now. Obviously, there's them people who do take advantage of the system.
Mm-hmm.
There's people like, as example, my mum, who's like she's long term sick.
There's people that need it.
She's very
100%.
bad. So there's people who do need that support.
Yeah,
and there's people kind of like in between. But then there's like, for instance, I was on the dole. I had a time where I'll be honest with you, I had like suffered with depression, stuff like that. And I needed it as a kind of crutch to get me back into work again. And then once I was back into work, I was fine and I could kind of like keep going. But I don't, knowing, like, if I had a bad period where, I don't know, something very bad happened and I needed that crutch, it's not there for me anymore.
Oh.
And considering how much I put in for taxes, I fucking put in I think it's like nearly £200 a week in taxes.
Okay.
A week in taxes.
Yeah.
So it's like fucking. I bet you. Well, it's probably like about 175. I think it is. But then still, for the amount I put in taxes, I would like to have a bit of a safety fucking net if shit goes wrong. Is that?
It's called
too much.
It's called saving up. Having a savings account.
Fuck.
Can't save up. I've got money to save.
It's fucking.
I don't think I've
They
ever.
turned around to me when I had Logan.
Have you got that granite countertop yet, David?
No.
With its free gardens and lawns.
While you're talking about that granite countertop, have you decided to go for the higher cost bread this week, Chloe? Or we're still on the fucking?
I haven't got any fucking bread in the house.
We we're in. We have credit cards that we spend all of our stuff on. We're quite in debt. We really are. The amount of
it's a perception, is it?
yeah. No, we haven't had a proper savings account. I don't think we've ever had. Well, we had a savings account once when we were saving up for the wedding, and
right.
I think we had it as well. We were living with our parents, and we ended up that would saved us a fortune. We managed to get all of our debt down, and we were saving up for the house. That's right. That's what it was. We were saving up for the house.
Yeah.
And ever since then, the house is just an endless money pit right now. So I could be spending money.
Maybe
on
a slight
stuff.
sore subject then.
Well, no, because the reality is it is a money pit, but it is whereas like if we're doing stuff for our house, it is because it's a rental. We're not gaining anything from that. The only person who's gaining from that is our landlord. Whereas if you're doing like nice like countertops and shit like that, or like a nice new sink or whatever it was, that's money that's going back.
That's right. I was talking about a
so
sink. I was trying to remember what it was.
I knew it was something kitchen related.
I didn't get it. I couldn't do it. I just like nope. Our sink works. It works, but it's a double sink, and I hate a double sinks. I want one big, large one that I can actually put my pans in, and actually not have to be at an angle when I scrub it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your missus is now working out that you're Irish and as such very cheap.
Am I that cheap?
Isn't it
I don't
fancy
know.
to have a double sink? That's like the fancy one,
Back in the
innit?
day when you had your vegetable, you had
Back
your
in the
clean water
day.
and your dirty water, and and it's just you don't need a double sink anymore. That you don't.
I still can't. I can't drink like hot water from the tap.
Why would you?
Whoever drinks hot water from the tap?
No, but you can.
Obviously, you
can't.
can.
There's nothing-
You can do lots
No,
of
no, no,
stuff.
no. Right? No. But what I'm saying is you can drink hot water from the tap.
You
Say, for
can.
instance,
It doesn't mean you
right,
should.
I know, but if you wanted to, rather than boiling the kettle, and say for instance you want a hot Vimto, say, and I do like a hot Vimto. No, just bear with me. I'm not saying I always boil the kettle. Wait, are you saying to a hot Vimto?
No, I'm saying to the hot water of the tap to
Right,
drink.
no. But what I'm saying is, I don't do that, but you can do that. Whereas beforehand, like back in the, do you know the reason why you think to that?
Because there's earnest in it.
Because rats,
there's not.
because rats would be up in the.
No,
in the
I just
tank
would have
up in
thought
the
all the
attic.
lime scale and that in
Precisely.
the
No, there isn't, because
tanks.
it's going through. It's going through your boiler. That's basically it's just getting heated up there and there. So it's just cold water that's immediately getting heated up. Whereas back in the day, you used to have you used to have a tank up in a thing where it was like an immersion heater, and it'd take hours and hours and hours, and it was not clean. It was bad water. It's not. You shouldn't drink from the hot tap. That's why in the UK we have a hot and a cold tap, and they are separate because the hot water and the cold water came from two separate systems. Whereas the hot water now goes through your gas boiler that you've got in your kitchen or whatever, and that gets heated up immediately. So it's straight away heated up.
But why
So
do you
it's
still
not
have two
different.
taps?
But-
Also,
is the
I've
thing.
just acknowledged the hot Vimto
again,
thing.
but
Isn't it a hot Robinsons?
No, it's hot
Don't do
Vimto.
Vimto.
Yes, you do fucking.
But
hot
you can
Vimto.
have two.
Hot Vimto's a fucking bomb. What
But
are
you normally do
talking
the
about?
Robinson stuff.
No, you don't do the Robinsons. Robinsons is a lesser
the
fucking
blackberry
product.
stuff.
The Vimto,
Vimto
is
is like-
clearly
No. I'm
Vimto-
getting Vimto is nice, but not hot Vimto. I
Yes,
thought
it
you meant the
is.
Robinsons because that's designed to be hot because it's the blackcurrant stuff.
What is
Vimto is like
Vimto?
mixed fruit.
My
It's
God.
like a
Yes,
mixed
and it's
fruit
delicious
squish.
hot.
I have to go.
You don't heat up Vimto squish. That's just wrong.
No, you don't have to. But what I'm saying is, you can do,
Oh.
and it makes it better.
Ribena, basically. Okay.
Yeah, Ribena.
yeah.
There you go. Robinson's Ribena.
Wait, no. Back the fuck up a
Kiora.
second. Why?
I don't
why
like
can you fucking,
Ribena,
no.
but
Right,
hot
that's not the
Ribena
point.
makes sense.
Right, but,
It's a
but why
different syrup
can't?
texture
Yes, but why can't I fucking have hot Vimto?
because it's squish.
So's
Robinson's
fucking.
different.
So's Ribena.
No, Ribena is like thicker, syrupy.
So's fucking Vimto.
No, it's not. It's
Yes,
like
it is. It's the
like
same
no, it's
consistency.
nowhere
Chloe, what the fuck
near
are you
it.
talking about? Chloe, what the fuck are
Cold
you talking
Vimto
about?
all the way.
It's not.
Cold Vimto.
You can have hot Vimto. It's delicious. I
question
honestly,
it.
I think we've
Not
got,
with
I
a
think we might
not
have
with a
derailed
hot
this
water
podcast.
tap. Definitely not.
So remember
Is
when
it
this the
true that
trucking
you can
podcast?
drink hot Vimto? It is
course you
true
can
that you
drink
can
hot
drink hot
Vimto.
Vimto. Absolutely.
And
It's
it's
the perfect
delicious.
pick-me-up for cold winter nights. You simply add boiling
God damn
water
it
to
is.
Vimto, squash, and enjoy.
There you go. See,
See, I've
Shut
heard
the
No,
of
fuck up.
I just
Chloe.
made that up. Tom.
Robinson's
I'll come at you like
being-
a fucking spider
Yeah,
monkey.
David's made it up in your face.
No, I didn't.
Robinson's hot. Robinson's hot. I get that. Not Robinson's. Fucking whatever the
Kiora.
stupid blackcurrant thing.
Ribena.
Ribena, for fuck's sake. Yeah, because that's like a syrup. There you go. Anyway, so you can drink out the hot water tap.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't
I
because
wouldn't, no.
because of what I got taught as a kid.
Yeah.
Of, this is bad. Don't do this.
No, but okay,
But-
here's my argument again.
Yeah.
Okay, you say that there's two taps, blah blah blah. But you can put
Yeah.
you can put the hot water and the cold water and running through one faucet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a thing.
So
Some of them. Some are
my-
completely different.
It's stupid
the
to have two
sink-
faucets because then if you want lukewarm water,
yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta-
can either
You just
have
gotta balance
freezing
it.
cold or boiling
Oh,
then
hot.
when you're washing your
Make
hands,
a
you
cup
go
out
hot,
of your
cold,
hand.
hot, cold,
Yeah,
hot.
exactly,
You just keep
yeah.
scrubbing.
That
That's
is
what
the-
I do.
It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
they don't have those
But
in
that's
America.
what
that I can
our
see.
sink is like that. But again, it comes from the old days of where that's what we used to be like. We used to be like, oh no, you can't have. Yeah.
Oh, thank you
There
very
you
much.
That's a random fact. Thanks.
Fucking, and then went into an argument at
Speaking-
one point about Vimto.
Speaking of facts, we have facts of wife. Would
Yay!
you?
Yes, let's do
You
facts
know?
of wife.
I love facts. And what?
I bet this isn't gonna. I bet this is gonna be shit. I guarantee you, this is not gonna work. It's just
There's going to be technical issues. Brace for it. Brace for it,
guaranteed.
folks.
It's
Brace for it, sorry.
Where's
Let's
your
make
missus ready for backup?
yeah, she is gonna have to put it in. Yeah, she's gonna have to actually copy and paste every one of them into the chat. But anyway,
Good day, everyone. This week I wanted to do some food facts because we all have to eat.
True.
First question: what was the first meal eaten in space?
porridge.
So, food facts. What was the first meal eaten in space?
Right. So the Russians were the first ones in space.
That's right.
So it'll be something Russian. It'll be like beef stroganoff or something like that.
First
But
meal
it
eaten. in
can't
space.
be. It'll have been something
say yogurt.
simple to make.
So it would have been the freeze dried stuff, wouldn't it, that they make into, or like in a little.
I don't know if there would have been the freeze dried stuff then. And I think he only came up for a day, did he?
Or
not?
was it in like little pouches? Was it something?
That's
like
what I was
baby
thinking of
food?
yogurt, something that was inside like a squishable pouch. You know,
Yeah,
they
or
couldn't have anything that was
pasta.
crummy, or like it basically had to. Basically, the food wouldn't even.
It would have been
take,
yeah, it would have been a pouch. You squish it out, wouldn't it?
yeah. So it never actually got to feel the outside.
I reckon
air,
it was. I reckon it was like a fruit pouch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out on something a bit weird here.
baklava.
I'm gonna say caviar.
Okay,
I'm just thinking, it's the first meal in space. It's Russian.
caviar
They
is
wanna
disgusting.
I know.
And
No,
plus,
no,
then
no.
you're gonna have little fish eggs flying around by your face.
But I was just
well.
thinking.
No,
I was just thinking that the Russians would. They're trying to show off, aren't they? Because it's a space race, and they'd be like, "Oh, Russian caviar." That's not how a Russian
what's
peasant
like a
sounds.
Russian famous food?
Well, that's why I thought caviar. That's first.
Is
thing
that
I thought.
vodka?
baklava.
Nectar bottle of vodka.
I bet you it's vodka and fucking caviar or some shit like that. Go on, let's get the answer.
Beef and liver paste squeezed from a tube. Mmm.
Jesus Christ!
That's
That
That sounds
that little
disgusting.
at the end. All right,
That's nasty.
all right, fair enough.
Oh, that's gross.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
Spam is a mashup of what two words?
Oh, I've heard this one.
Fuck, I've heard this as
Spam.
well.
Oh,
S-
thanks. I watched something.
AM. Surely has something to do with,
Oh, what
with
is
what
it?
it is, yeah. I haven't a clue.
Is it something pasteurized something or?
There's definitely some. I feel like it's a poor man's
Yeah,
food.
It is, yeah. It's
Now, I went to a Hawaiian restaurant one time, and they had spam posters all over the place. So I think it has something to do with Hawaii.
No, it doesn't. But I know what you're talking about. It's a something where they wrap it in rice, and they've got a name for it, don't they?
I'm having
It's
an
like spam wrapped
orgasm.
in-
Says special ham.
That sounds like it might be that.
Yeah, it does sound like special ham.
All right, let's see.
Oh, I don't think it is. I can't remember what it is though.
All right, you want the answer, or you want to keep trying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want
no
the answer.
Spice and ham.
Okay.
Oh, Jammer got it.
Yeah. Well, if you know the answer, you're not supposed to actually say it, are you?
Well, we kind of knew the answer,
Yeah.
but we didn't.
Did we? We
No,
said we might know the answer.
no,
we remember something, but I can't remember what it
We've
is.
heard the answer before, just our brains didn't retain that information.
Yeah, I
you
just
know.
can't remember what it was.
All right.
What is the average number of cows an American eats in a lifetime?
Average
What was
number
that?
of cows, so steaks and stuff.
The average amount of cows,
cows
a
you'd
human
eat.
eats in a lifetime.
In
Wait,
America,
was it
wasn't
an American
It was an
or
American.
a human?
It was an American.
Yeah, because American is very, very different.
Yeah.
You think about how many hamburgers and shit like that.
Oh, I reckon it's got to be one a year
Really?
at
Oh
least.
wow, is it that much?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's got to be. You think of all the burgers and stuff you eat. It might even
suppose.
be
Think that-
more.
A cow weighs like two tons.
Yeah, but you think out like how many hamburgers and stuff you might eat, barbecues.
You reckon you eat 2 tons
I don't.
of steak and hamburgers?
I'm
a
not saying
year?
I do. The average American might though.
Isn't it funny that a hamburger says ham? and it's not beef. It's a hamburger. Ham is pig.
I think is it not because it's from Hamburg.
Oh, for real?
I believe it is.
Oh, interesting.
Might have just made
Because
that up.
I think the reason why it's the hamburgers came to be, and I think it was the port. This is my understanding of it. I could be wrong. This is why we need a producer here, but I understand it was from like Hamburg or something like that, and they were basically selling like the patties, just cooked on a grill, but then sailors were like burning their hands and shit, so they put them between two like bits of bread, and they're like, "There you are, it's a burger now. Have that, you little bastard."
Guess what? Hamburger
have made
comes
that up.
from Hamburg in Germany,
Well done.
Yeah,
Done.
and why is it come about?
where it's minced beef style dish that was first created. All of our burgers are made. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. It doesn't. I didn't get that bit. I was just going.
I
with
was
the
right about the
Okay,
Hamburg
well
part.
done.
You
I
were.
feel like I might. If I was right about that, I must be right about the rest.
Yeah, you
of
probably
it.
are
You probably are.
because you're being so
Yeah.
smart now.
Yeah,
All right, you ready for the
smart
next one?
pants.
Yeah.
11.
Oh, that was the answer. Oh yeah, I completely forgot.
Let's guess the question. Oh yeah, 11.
What was the question
11
again?
cows eat what? Per
Oh, 11.
year?
Oh, right. That's what we were talking about. Look, cows. How many cows do they eat? Jesus
We
fuck.
got distracted
You
by
reckon-
hamburgers.
You reckoned? To be honest with you, I forgot that it wasn't about hamburgers. The question. Fuck, we're so easily distracted.
So 11 cows a year, and you were dissing me for one.
Wait, and that's not a year in their life, is it
That's
not?
a life, yeah. You were saying one a year.
Oh,
so
right, in a
so
life.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
right.
in 11 cows. But you're saying that an American eats a whole cow every
Hold-
month, near enough. Giving out,
Possibly.
they might August. We're
there's
not
actually
eating
a
cow
little
this
bit
month,
of
but the other months,
there's an
full
extra
cow.
bit of answer to this.
There is, yeah.
Go on.
They eat about 7,000 animals, breaking down to 4,500 fish, 2,400 chickens, 80 turkeys, 30 sheep, 27 pigs, and 11 cows.
Wow.
2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
All right, that was.
7,000 animals in a lifetime. That. When you say it like
You know,
that,
there-
that sounds
there's an
gross.
argument that a lot of vegetarians would say that we're actually not carnivores. All right, humans shouldn't be eating meat, because of the whole jaw, like the fact
I've heard
the fact
this.
that our
Yeah.
jaw can go left to right means it's for chewing,
Yeah.
grassy shit, vegetables and all that.
Yeah.
While
Did you see the same guy that did a chat with some woman and she said something about, well, how do you explain like lions, like
Yeah,
human
yeah,
nature?
there we
'Cause,
go,
like,
yeah.
And he goes, well, you can't compare us to lions because we're not lions. That's like me going over to and like killing a bunch of kids and saying, well, that's fine because that's what lions do.
yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the exact
And
same one.
to be fair, it was like I was reading all the comments, and it was one of the things like that where they were saying the first ever vegetarian that's got some good comebacks, like ever.
Mhm. No, he was
So-
on it. He
See,
really was.
I don't eat. I eat a lot of I don't eat a lot of meat. Like a lot of the I'll actually get like the meat free stuff for a lot of the things.
You will.
I'll be honest with you. I be honest with you, I can't really tell the difference between like a lot of the.
I can tell the difference in the how much it costs. That's where
It
I-
can, but for
Yeah.
me, it's like a texture thing for me. 'Cause I
like
can't
the
do with
Impossible.
certain,
Do you have
like,
do you,
if
do
it's-
you have Impossible burgers over there?
Yes,
I,
they're really good.
Yeah.
honestly, we
They're
do
fucking
we do
expensive.
vegetarian patties from Costco, and it actually tastes really good. Like they're really really good. And like it was it was one of those guys when I got it. I had my boy with me, the little one, and it was just a taster. The person there. Do you want to try a sample? So we tried a sample of it, and I tried it. I'm like, holy shit! And I went back. Wait a second. Is this meat? No, it's not meat. Oh wow. Okay, fine. You
Some stuff
won me
really
over.
nice,
I'm gonna
yeah.
totally buy that. But it was
So one thing I really like is I quite like the corn mince. I love corn mince. I really like it, and it's really it's just really nice and texture and everything. Daryl hates it.
I can't deal with buying.
Daryl hates it. So
Why?
the running joke is when he goes, "What are we having for dinner?" I'm like, "Well, what we got in the freezer." And he's like, "Don't you fucking say it." Corn mince every day.
Tell it. Just tell him. if you want something different, go and make it.
Yeah,
you
go
crack
get
on,
on to
son. You're
it.
fine. No, I can't do the point. But I used to be a vegetarian, but I'm also under no disillusion. Like say for instance, like because like a lot of vegetarians, it's because they don't want any animals to die.
Yeah.
But like say for instance, when a farmer's ploughing the fields,
Right.
there's a reason the seagulls follow them.
Yeah, because all the dead bugs and stuff behind, and the worms.
It's not just bugs.
Moles.
God and wows.
There's moles, rabbits.
Badger.
Is there?
Yeah.
Are
They
you
all go under the
sure?
ground. Yeah. And they all get dug to the surface. They get fucking chopped in half and thrown up. And then, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, things, like, when a tractor goes through a field with a plough, things die.
It
A lot
doesn't
of
go that
things
deep,
die.
though.
Yeah.
I thought it just kind of like the vibration brings up the bugs.
It brings up bugs, but it also brings up, like,
Worms.
animals and all sorts of shit. Like, it does all sorts.
I'm sure it doesn't kill a lot of animals, but
Death,
It's just
follows
nature.
the plows. But then, as long as you're under no illusion for it.
all right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, so now let's do a comparison between the US and the UK. When you further break down that 11 cows per lifetime, each American eats about 57 pounds of red meat every year. How much average does someone in the UK eat per year?
I bet you it is significantly less.
So we'll go with the 11
Significantly.
I'm
in
going with
America.
27.
So 11. So it was 11 cows in a
So
lifetime.
57 pounds of red meat.
Hmm.
I reckon it's 27.
I'm gonna go.
No. 22.
I'm gonna go 22.5.
I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go 15.
All right, let's find out what the answer is.
Just 10. Since the 70s, red meat consumption in the UK has gone down 81%.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not like it. The thing is, it's not like it's not like America here. Meat's kind of like becoming it's
A dying breed.
yeah, it's a kind of like it's more of a kind of niche thing almost in a way now.
Yeah, it's like a fad, isn't it?
I don't think it's a fad, but I
Uh.
mean, don't get me wrong. There's like certain things, like I don't know, like I do agree with the fact that it is wrong to kill animals,
Uh-huh.
but then bacon's delicious. Like it's not really fair that we're not allowed to kill something that's that delicious. That's like I don't know.
But you could be delicious.
Honestly, and if I was, and someone came along and said, "I'm not being a dick here, I'm gonna have to kill you because you're gonna be fucking unbelievably tasty." I'm like, I'm pissed off, but like, don't use too much sauce. At
I mean,
least
you
taste
would
me.
be the first to go because you'd feed a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. For
You know,
for
if you
real.
got stuck in something and they were like, we're just going to have to start eating people now.
Yeah,
I think you'd be up there.
I've got some good leg meat and shit
Yeah.
like that. I'd say.
You'd feed a
Yeah.
lot, I reckon.
Yeah, my arms not great, but I think my legs definitely need like a few burgers there. Right, should we move on? David's like, what the fuck?
What food is an ingredient of dynamite?
Food of ingredient of dynamite.
I don't know.
What, as in like meat food? Are we on about just
Fat?
meat, or is it just food?
Fat
foods?
is flammable.
I was gonna say fats are flammable, aren't they?
I want to say something really weird here. Is it like shrimp or something, or like krill, or
Why would you say
I
that,
thought it
Tom?
was something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know if it would be meat because don't forget you get a lot of oils and stuff from plants. So you get like rapeseed
I thought it was some
oil
kind
and
of like. I thought it was something like a sea animal.
Okay, I don't.
we'll just go with something random like a piranha.
All right, let's see what it is.
It's very random, yeah.
Why not?
Peanuts. Well, the oil in peanuts makes glycerol,
I was
which
onto
is
something.
sometimes used to make nitroglycerin, which is a key ingredient of dynamite.
I was thinking fat, but so the oil from peanuts. Okay.
So don't try to make.
Can I just point out
TNT
Jammer
out of-
got that bang on again?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh, we found the Googler.
He's overtaking the Googler at the moment.
What is the most expensive pizza in the world? How much does it cost? Answer in dollars and pounds.
I wonder if Mr. Beast ate that one. You know, because
The most
they went around to a
expensive-
bunch of different most expensive things, and I think pizza was one of them, but it was like $25,000 or something along that. Because they put little gold flakes, and the cheese gets imported from God knows where, and you know the sauce is done specially.
Why do things need to have gold flakes? on them?
Because it makes it
Why
more.
can't
That doesn't sound appealing.
Makes it
at
more
all.
fancy.
I don't want any.
So you go, I'm eating all this gold. Look at me with all my expendable
that's
money.
not delicious.
No.
Yeah, but it's
Why
just a way
can't
of going.
why
Look what I
can't
can
tasty
do.
things just
Ha-ha.
be tasty things?
How do you know gold's not tasty?
It's
Might
metal.
have a lovely tasting
Metallic taste.
taste.
Yeah.
Metal.
Do you have a guess,
It's that
Tom?
thin you can't taste it. It's fine.
I don't know, $30,000.
Okay, Chloe.
89.
89,000. All right.
Why not?
$12,000 or 9,700 pounds.
There you go. Hold on.
That's
We were
fucking
well off.
ridiculous. Doesn't matter.
It's still a lot.
And that's because it takes 72 hours to make, and it can only be made in your home by 3 Italian chefs. The pizza is topped with 3 types of caviar, buffalo mozzarella, lobster from Norway and Cilento, and pink Australian sea salt.
All right, no gold at all.
Okay. Whoa. Who's putting caviar on fucking
Why
pizza?
There.
Fuck would you put caviar
Because it's
on a
expensive.
pizza?
Why would you hire 3 chefs to come to your house and make it for you? You know, there's a lot of questions
Isn't
to that one.
caviar? But the caviar is meant to be like a delicacy. Why would you go, I'll just put it on a pizza?
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
so-
everything
and it's
goes
not
on pizza.
even nice. Why is caviar a fucking delicacy? Isn't it weird? Because caviar used to be one of them things that was like it was for like poor people. It's weird how like a lot of these poor foods become like rich.
Delicacies.
It's like, do you know like
Because
how
we've
like
overeaten it.
Brisket.
do you know like brisket? Yeah, salmon was one.
Spam.
So salmon was it was like a proper poor man's food, and it was like in Scotland, it was like when like with the servants, it was like written to the contract that they had to have like salmon.
How much is
Like-
salmon nowadays?
Fucking quite a bit. So I felt like we had to mention salmon.
Of course.
What non-food item is used to make fruit-flavored snacks shiny?
Bugs, insects. It's like a beetle.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I've heard this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your missus has been on TikTok recently,
She doesn't go on
Do you
TikTok.
believe
and
TikTok?
I wonder.
She
Huh?
doesn't go on TikTok.
She
No,
hasn't.
she doesn't. The
Oh,
only
this is-
TikTok
I'm sure-
videos she
I'm-
ever
I'm
sees
sure-
are the ones that I share with her.
Oh, okay.
Eh,
Well,
beetle
either way,
wax.
I'm sure I've seen this on a YouTube short bit, but yeah, same thing. And it's like bugs or some description,
All right.
or like no, it's a byproduct of like a beetle.
I can't think of anything but bugs now at this point, so I'm going to go with bugs as well.
Car wax.
Car wax?
Car wax.
No.
Oh, apparently your facts are wrong, wife. So because Chloe says no. Yep. So get your shit together,
Car
please.
wax is not edible.
Well, everything's edible. You know what I mean? You can eat a lot of stuff.
Hang
it's
on,
not digestible.
What's car wax? What is car wax made out of? Beetle wax. So we're technically right.
Did you just make that up?
Isn't there a?
I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's made out of turtles. That's what it says on the side of
Oh,
it.
bloody hell, it's turtle wax, isn't it? God damn it! I thought it was beetle wax on the side. What's it made out of? I bet it's made out of beetles.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it is. All right, now I think this is the last one.
What vegetable contains more protein than steak?
Oh.
More protein, did she say?
Yes.
Is it a bean or something?
Is
Is
it
that
bean a
technically a vegetable?
Probably lentils. I don't know.
I don't think they're that. I don't think that good. Is it something stupid like a celery or some? Oh,
It's definitely not celery.
Can't
That's barely
imagine
even
celery.
exists.
I like bean sounds kind of it's in the right area.
Beans are quite high on protein, but
I do know
not
that
massively.
iron, it's something that's high in protein.
I'm sure I know what it is, but I can't bloody remember what it is.
Should we wait till you find out?
No, go on.
No.
Go on, tell us.
Come on, let's do it. I'm going beans. Beans.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with
sounds
lentils,
about
which
right.
I think is a bean, but
Broccoli.
fuck off.
I actually said broccoli as well.
No, you did not.
No, I did.
In your head, you said it. I'm gonna.
No,
if,
I
if you
genuinely
did say
said
it,
that.
if you did say it, I'm bleeping
No,
it out.
no, but I said I know that broccoli's got more iron in it.
Well, that's not saying the answer.
Well, I know.
Not quite there.
Okay, you technically
You were
said
on the
word,
border.
yes.
Yeah. It wasn't a definite answer. That's cool. So
Um,
broccoli. Hang on, but how much broccoli do you have to consume to like get that?
It's
I don't know.
you know how like if you go to a dietitian, the dietitian will be like, you need to go and you need to like have you need to have like this amount of that, you need to have this of this and this and that. If you go to a doctor, they'll say broccoli. Just eat broccoli. That's all you need to have.
Just eat the trees.
Like
Mike-
as long
Mike
as you have
doesn't like
broccoli,
broccoli.
it's fine.
He's never tasted broccoli, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah, that checks out.
All right, there's a final one. I think it's just probably a random facts, or I don't know. Let's find out. Fuck it.
Now, some straight facts. Botanically speaking, bananas are actually berries, but strawberries are not. And tea bags were basically an accident. So you can thank Thomas Sullivan, a New Yorker who sent out his tea samples in silk bags. His merchants, who didn't know Sullivan intended the bag's content to be emptied, threw the whole bag in a pot. So in 1908, the tea bag was accidentally born.
Wow.
Okay. All
That's
right,
quite cool.
all right.
That's
It is.
clever. That's cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being that dude that just went, holy shit, this is like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's
down.
You know what?
Cool.
You know, at the start of a show, every show, you ask us, all right, do we have any topics? Do we have any topics?
I thought you were coming in then with a topic. My topic is Jammer's just put in saying bananas also have eyes. What the fuck? No, they do not. And they
Well, if you
walk.
chop them, if you look at the side of it, like chop a banana, open up a banana with a knife, and then look at it, you know, the end of it, and like
Did
you
you
can probably
know how you're meant to actually peel a banana?
you bite the end off of it,
Hmm.
and then you
They go into
is it?
segments of 3. Did you know that?
they do. Oh, they
Yeah.
do actually, yeah. But that's
Put
how
your
you're
finger right down the
who's-
middle.
Who says you're supposed to eat it
it's,
that
it's
way?
bollocks, isn't it?
No,
You
it's
can
true
eat-
story.
No, because it's one of these things like, oh, you're supposed to eat it like this. They're the same pricks who come and tell you how like you're supposed to, like, oh no, you're supposed to reverse a truck like this. No, you're
And they've
not.
never ever
End of
done
day,
it.
end of day. Have I achieved the task that I set out to achieve? Yes. So, and this is to you, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. Shut the fuck up, you.
Is that aimed
for
at me
fuck's
right
sake.
now, or like just a general?
Hashtag marker. You can always tell, like that David's got this what I like to call angry marker energy whenever I say that word, because you can see he looks angry for a second, and then you can see him
What-
going
what
through his
word,
mouse
Tom?
to kind of
What word?
the word.
Oh, okay, I didn't
Uh,
catch that the first time. Thank you.
There you go. It's whenever I say the word that he has to do it.
Jesus Christ!
As if poor David hasn't got to deal with enough.
Yeah,
this weekend.
seriously, this episode alone is going to take me at
It's
least
gonna be
10 minutes
such
to edit.
Everyone's going to be listening back, going, "What are these guys on about? It's gone so smoothly. I'm so impressed."
Right.
You
How
have
about
no idea?
How about we let's end
I
this,
think for
'cause
David's
people-
sanity, we
peop-
have to at this point.
And people are falling asleep in the chat because it's now 10:30. By the time we actually finish all of the other bits, it'd be 11 o'clock at night. This has been, honestly though, David, we got
Yes,
through
sir.
it. We did it.
You got through it.
No, we
Chloe
all
got through it. I still have not
David
finished.
still
I'm
got it.
nowhere near finished. So
No,
I may
we
scrap this.
we still have the.
I may
intro to do
scrap
as
this
well.
entire episode yet, and we don't even know
We
yet. Because
don't.
future Dave might get angry. All right.
Future
Or-
Dave might rage. Rage quit.
So what you're saying is I may receive a message at 2:00 in the morning. It'll be a voice message. It'll be about between 1:30 and 2:30. It's usually kind of sits between that thing and there. And it'll be like, right, so right.
Fish.
We've made it. We've all
Yes.
made it. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? In fact, if you haven't listened, it's probably because David got really angry and deleted the episode. So yeah, good luck. Thank you for not listening. I don't really know, but we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is the beautiful David. Thank you so very much, my friend.
You're very welcome, sir.
You are a godsend. Hosts are myself, Chloe, and David, and
Jammer?
Jammer? Question mark? I like we both went for the joke there. If you would like to support us, please go to our Patreon. It helps out so much. Like, for instance, buying these new microphones, which we know we're not using this week, but we will be using next week. And it is all sorts of things.
I'm literally going to return my one.
And then get the one that I've got, you mean?
Yeah, because it has USB-C. Because my one only has micro USB. And I was like, yeah.
And it also buys other things, like, for instance, like the webcams that you see us having, the lighting, stuff like that. All these things that make the podcast better, that is you guys that do that. So thank you so very much. But some of our mega supporters, we've got Arthur Job, we've got Fluid, we've got I'm Having an Orgasm, Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reaney, Master Bates, Me Hall, Phil Starkey, S.My.D, Skip Dude, Stephen Patterson, Timo. Hello, Timo, you little sexy bitch. Got Trucker Soud, and we got Trucker Colin. Thank you all very, very much. We have other people that also support us as well. We love them almost equally as much. It's a bit like in Helldivers, where you've got like the regular citizens and you've got super citizens. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's equal, but some people are like a little more equal than the other ones. But yeah, anyways, we've got Big Mike, we've got Gavin Williams, nearly put that name up. We've got Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, and we've got Slaggerthor. That's not your actual name, but you've asked us not to use your actual name, so I'm just going to call you Slaggerthor. That's a you problem, not a me problem. So you know who you are. You know. We've got Danny Flynn, the wanker. I'm not calling him that. That's actually what it says on there. I have to say that because it's like a whole thing. These guys get great perks. They get stuff like live viewing, so they can come into the live show and they can see everything go fucking horrifically wrong like tonight. They've got access to the Discord, extra content, background, all sorts of lovely things. Plus, they get to know that they actually help this podcast out as well. And if you want to support us in other ways, go to salmonslap.com. David?
Sure. Yeah.
/JTP.
Okay, that is something they can do, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait.
Get
No.
some amazing...
Sorry. No. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it works anymore.
Right,
I don't know
we need to get that sorted.
Yeah.
Right. And you can follow us on social media like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Just search Just Another Trucking Podcast or go to patreon.com/JATP. And thank you very much. We shall see you next time. Bye-bye.